Hello everyone, welcome to Technology Begins. In this video, we will see assignment 3 of Introduction to Programming in C NPTEL course. So in question 1 of assignment 3, we need to find out kth occurrence of odd integer in sequence of non-negative integer which is available in our test case, and we need to write a function. Okay, so let's see how we can write the code and pass the test cases. So here is our code, and I have declared one function. After that, I have defined this function and written the odd number code. So if we are taking one integer and find out that if that number is odd or not. If that number is odd, then we are returning 1, otherwise we are returning -1. After that, here is our main function. In this main function, we have declared the variables which required while performing our operations, and after that I am taking one integer which is useful for kth occurrence of odd number. Okay, after that I am doing the scanf of input numbers, and then after we are checking if that number is not -1, and we will run our loop until we didn't get -1. After that, we are calling our find odd function and giving the number as a parameter which we are taking from the user. If that number is not a -1, if that number is odd or not, we are checking that. If that number is odd, then we are incrementing our occurrence index. Okay, and after that we are checking that if occur index and kth occurrence of odd number which are same, then we need to assign that particular number into the occur. Okay, so what is the condition over here is because we need to find out kth occurrence of odd number. Okay, so for example, if there is a 2, so second occurrence of odd number we need to find out. That's why we have take this condition. Okay, and we have assigned that number into the occur number, and after that we are taking the new number from user, and this loop will run until we didn't get -1. And after that, if we match this condition and we get our occur number, then we are printing that occur number and we will get our desired output. So let's compile and run. So as you can see, all test cases are passed, and let's submit it. So as you can see, our private test cases are also passed, and now our assignment is submitted successfully. Let's see the question number 2. So in this question, we need to find out the moving average. Okay, so what we need to do is, if there is a sample input like this 1 2 3 -1, then we need to find out average of 1 2, which is 1.5. After that, we need to find out average of 2 3, which is 2.5, and we need to print out like this. So for that, here is our program. So I have taken the float values of previous and current element. Okay, and after that I am taking the previous value from the user. So basically, first number is previous number, and if previous number is not a -1, then we are taking the next number from user. Okay, and then after we will run our loop until not get the -1. Once we will get the -1, then we will stop. Okay, So we are checking the condition, and after that we are printing our average. Okay, so we get the previous number, we get the current number, and now we are printing the our average. So for this average we are printing like 0.1f. That means we will get only one decimal number after that. Okay, so this is basically 5.0, so we will get one number after this decimal point. So that's why we are doing this 0.1f. After that we are taking we will assign this current value to the previous element, and we will take new current element from the user. And we are also putting this condition because we need to put the space accordingly. So that's why we have put this, and this will not add the space at the last of our output. Okay, so let's run this. As you can see, our output is passed, and let's submit it and check it the private test cases. And all test cases are passed. Now let's see the question number 3. In question number 3, we need to find out factorial numbers, list of all the factorial number which is less than given input. Okay, so for example, if we have got the input 4, so we need to find out the factorial number till we get the 4. So let's see, 1 factorial is 1, okay, and 2 factorial is 2, and 3 factorial is 6. So we need to stop from 3. Okay, so we will print only 1 and 2 like that. Okay, for this 1, 2, 6 and 24, so 1 factorial is 1, 2 factorial is 2, and 3 factorial is 6, and 4 factorial is 24, but 5 factorial is 120, I think. Yeah, so we need to stop it from there. Okay, so let's see our program. So we have taken the variables, and after that we are taking the number from user. We need to check that if that number must be greater than or equal to our factorial. So we are taking one condition like in the loop, like factorial number, which we are doing the factorial of numbers which must be less than or equal to input number. Okay, so after that we are printing that factorial number, and basically we need to keep in mind that our factorial index will be start from 2. Why? Because because factorial 1 is already there, and we are starting our factorial from 1 itself. So our factorial index will be 2, and whenever we are doing printf fact 1, so we don't need to repeat that factorial 1 1 2, okay, in the output. So that's why we are taking our factorial index from 2. If we are taking factorial index 1, then our output will be like 1 1 2 1 1 2 6 2 4. Okay, so that's why we are taking our factorial index is equal to 2, because we are starting our factorial number value from 1. Okay, and after that we will find the factorial of numbers, and then after we will increase our factorial index, and we will check that for our space, and we don't want to add the space at the last of our output. So that's why we are putting this condition, and this is basically a formula of calculating the factorial. Okay, so this is basic program for this question, and let's compile and run. And after that we need to submit it. As you can see, all test cases are passed, and after that all private test cases must be need to pass. So as you can see, all test cases are passed. So our week 3 assignment is completed. Thank you.